we are going to do a styling video, and we're going to split some hairs. We have two jackets here, both green, but quite different in terms of how green they are, the pattern on the jacket, and the stylistic details. And I wanted to put some things together for you to see how, of course, most things can work in different combinations, but some combinations are just a little bit more interesting than others. So let's get to it. Start with some real basic. White polo, which is generally works with everything. So here we go. White polo on a dusty pink, fairly refined cloth, peach over check, and a warm light gray check underneath that. Okay, so that's nice together, quite summery. And let's put it with this now. Forest green with a little bit of white in the pattern as well. So it looks a little bit like an imperfection. Very beautiful. We did this as a model 11, and so it's a sportier style, a bit more of a casual style. Not bad too, but this is a lot higher contrast in this context than in this context. And so maybe you want it, but maybe you don't want it. Depends on the other stuff you put with it. Now, let's try this. Brown polo. Kind of a medium brown, a little bit of red to it. When you put this together, I really like that, because that brown is matching up that peach really nicely, and it feels visually very coherent. What can we do to finish this off now? Let's introduce some bottoms as well. So we got white denim here. Oops, wrong round. There we go. White denim, brown polo, dusty green jacket, and that's great. It feels very summery, like it makes a lot of sense to me like this, okay? Now let's try that same brown polo on this side. Very interesting as well, but for a different reason, because both these colors are so deep and so saturated. They are complementary as well. But in order to kind of continue that theme of saturated colors, do this. Do a deep, dark denim, right? So everything has this deeper, warmer tone to it as a result. What would you do with shoes? Well, so I brought two kind of summer staple choices. We have a snuff suede and we have a dark brown suede. The snuff suede is not bad. I like it also because it picks up the stitching on the jeans. But in this case, I actually like the dark brown suede just as much too. A little bit darker, maybe not as summery, but I think these colors look great together. I think with the snuff suede though, given that it's not such a strong saturated color, I think that looks really nice together. And let me just add something in to finish that off. I think it's nice with that too. So you've got a denim shirt here, faded at the edges, button down collar, so it's still quite sporty. It matches really well with the denim, with the jeans. And I think that feels like a summer look to me. If you were to swap the snuff suede out for dark brown, you see how the outfit has changed a lot as a result. Like, this doesn't feel as summery as with the snuff suede. So that's something to keep in mind, is like, are these colors making sense together, not just on their own? Like, are they making sense together as a theme? Show you a few other things. Stylistic details are really important too, right? So here we have something that has a very strong style to it. This is a shirt that Real McCoy's made for us. Denim shirt, workwear style, triple stitch on the shoulders, double stitch on the collar. Like, it has a lot of very rugged details. When I put this shirt here, I don't find it sits quite as nicely, because I just find these details a little too incongruent with this. This is such a fine cloth, and yet this is so rugged in comparison. But like, for some people, they want to create that clash. Not necessarily what I would do, but I think it's an option. I find that better. Now let's take this workwear shirt and put it here. And now I think it makes a lot more sense. The Model 11, as we mentioned earlier, American Ivy style, a lot of machine stitching, so it sits well with the machine stitching that's on the shirt as well. And I think now this thematically actually makes a lot of sense. You've got this kind of sporty, rugged set of pieces all together. And there you go. Just a couple ideas for what to think about and how you might put together outfits for green jackets.